Some of your favorite TV series began as very different projects, which may surprise you. Their initial pilots may have been radically modified, from narrative lines to casting to the creation of whole new characters. Those fresh characters often cinched the program, transforming it into the classic version you are familiar with. Hello, and welcome to our channel, Screen News. Don't miss out on the best shows and movies, because we've got them waiting for you. Let's look at 10 TV characters that weren't part of the original cast. But be warned, there are some spoilers. Number 9. Jessica Paré, Mad Men. Jessica Paré debuted as Megan Calvert, a secretary at Sterling Cooper Draper Price, in the Season 4 episode Christmas Comes But Once a Year. However, it didn't take her long to become the new Mrs. Draper. Megan added a luster to Don Draper's life that he sometimes found difficult to cope with throughout her stay on the show. She confronted him and finally left him, but not without leaving an indelible imprint on one of television's all-time favorites. Number 8. Lily James, Downton Abbey. Lady Rose's debut appearance on Downton Abbey added fresh air to the stuffy old Downton house. Lily James, who joined the cast in Season 3, Episode 8, was wonderful as Violet's great niece. She quickly brought nothing but controversy. But isn't that why viewers watched the series in the first place? Number 7. Michael Emerson, Lost. Michael Emerson, who played the manipulative, intelligent, and scheming Ben Linus on Lost, is one of the few performers in television history who did not show up in his show's first season, yet went on to win an Emmy for his portrayal in subsequent seasons. In the Season 2 episode One of Them, Ben Linus initially appears as a strange survivor who turned up on the island, but the audience quickly realizes he is a lot more than he portrays. Number 6. Wayne Knight, Seinfeld. Wayne Knight effectively portrayed Jerry's ultimate arch-nemesis, Newman, never the first name, by the way, simply Newman, in Seinfeld. Although it may seem like Newman was always at Jerry's apartment, he wasn't addressed until midway through Season 2 in the episode The Revenge. We could only hear Newman's voice at the time. The character first appeared in the Season 3 episode The Suicide. Number 5. Lauren Cohan, The Walking Dead. It's difficult to imagine The Walking Dead's post-apocalyptic world without Maggie Green. Longtime fans will recall that we didn't meet her until early in Season 2, Episode 2, Bloodletting, when the survivors wind up on Herschel's farm. Maggie and her connection with Glenn, played by Lauren Cohan, provide a glimmer of a hopeful future in an apparently terrible world. Number 4. Natalie Dormer, Game of Thrones. I'm not interested in being a queen. I aspire to be the queen. With those lines, Natalie Dormer acquainted us with Marguerite Tyrell early in What Is Dead May Never Die, Game of Thrones' 3rd episode of Season 2. For those who are unfamiliar with Marguerite, here is a short history. She got married to a king. He passed away. She married a different king. He passed away. She married a different king. Then the real difficulty began. It isn't easy to picture Westeros without her. She's beautiful and clever. Number 3. Bob Odenkirk, Breaking Bad Better Call Saul. Saul Goodman adds the word criminal to the phrase criminal lawyer. Season 1 of Breaking Bad did not have Bob Odenkirk's flawless depiction of the unscrupulous attorney. He appeared midway through Season 2 in the episode Better Call Saul to get one of Jesse's friends out of a jam, and was a fixture from there on. Number 2. Matt Stone, South Park. Sweet, joyful, and wholesome Butterscotch had known Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Carton for years. Still, he wasn't introduced or permitted to speak until halfway through Season 3 in an episode titled Two Guys Naked in a Hot Tub. You can't help but cheer for the charming little boy, even when he's poorly preparing havoc as his alter ego, Professor Chaos. Number 1. Gwendoline Christie, Game of Thrones. Is there a more devoted and completely developed female character than Brienne of Tarth? Gwendoline Christie plays this fierce fighter with poignant compassion and a clever sense of humor, despite the fact we don't meet her until the 3rd episode of Season 2, What Is Dead May Never Die. To be sure, there are plenty of strong women in Game of Thrones. On the other hand, Brienne has a real heart and a wonderful sword that lifts her above everyone else. If you liked the video, don't forget to share it with friends.